Hey guys, it's Jacolia of Jacolia Gems. Thank you for once again coming back to view my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. And for those of you that consistently return and have not yet to subscribe, what are you waiting on? So, with that being said, like this video, comment down below, share this to your social media platform, your text messages, your group chats, as well as turn on your post notifications so that you are notified each and every time I upload a video, as well as the few times that I go live. Speaking of going live, I will actually be conducting an interview on tomorrow night through my blog, Survivor Scribe, which will be live right here on YouTube. I will be interviewing Moray Shea Michael of Kingdom Harbinger Ministries out of the New Orleans chapter. I will link down below KHM's YouTube page, and we are under the tutelage of Moray, Dr. Ron Shea, or as some people affectionately know him as Divine Prospect, and the Hebraic community at large. We will actually be talking about biblical courting versus dating. So this is something that you guys do not want to miss. With that being said, today's video will be pretty brief. Let me put an addendum on here, because we know how you guys are. So this is going to be 10 reasons that men have given me, or just based off of my observances as to why they do not take the women serious who decides to play side chick and then becomes their girlfriend, fiance, or wife. And even if it looks like they're taking you serious because they've endowed you with this position, a man's actions will always show how serious he is about you. So, with that being said, the first reason why a man will not take you serious after you have played his side chick and then you want him to take you serious is because you're desperate. Now, there are many ways that a woman can exude being desperate that we aren't even aware of. And when you think back on them, it will make you cringy. And I'm going to actually make a video after this one to show those certain ways. But being desperate in this situation is an automatic showing, because if you are willing to knowingly place yourself in a position to vie for the affections of a man with putting another woman at harm, then that's a point of desperation. However, we know that this is not a one size fits all, but we have to be honest with ourselves. Number two, being overly sexual. So, from listening to some men in the comments, they're like, we would never want to really be with a woman that's overly sexual. But a lot of times, men will cheat on their girlfriends with women that are very sexual. I have actually had conversations with men who marry women that do not meet their sexual appetite, and then they continue to cheat on these women. And a high value man told me it's because a man is taught to choose what looks good versus what actually feels good to him. And that's a totally different topic. Number three, lack of boundaries. You show an automatic lack of boundaries when you allow this man to place you on a back burner. When you allow this man to lay up in you and do anything and then either go home to, whether he's living with someone or he's knowingly with someone. So he's crossing boundaries that you have not established because you clearly lack them. Also, when a man is able to pillow talk to you about another female, that's that's a great lack of boundaries. It's one thing to play the side chick, which is never okay, but to play the side chick that plays the listening ear too breeds a lot of other things that I'm gonna get into. Number four, you're too vulnerable. Men will see a woman that's so vulnerable, and it automatically will make you easy pickings. And so, because he can easily manipulate you and get into you, that will also make that man wonder, who else are you this vulnerable with and or for? A man truly likes some sort of challenge. He will go with what's easy because it appeases his lifestyle and his flesh if he's not a man that's ready to operate at a certain dynamic. inside of his mental. Too accessible. This goes without being said. You're too accessible. You pick up whenever he tells you to. You come running whenever he tells you to. You do what it is that he tells you to. He can easily reach you. You have already started to map out your life around this man, and he belongs to someone else. He can reach you at any hour of the night. Y'all know what hours that go into all of this. Number 6, you're too clingy. You're getting emotionally attached and sprung and hooked to a man that belongs to somebody else. Although this strokes the man's ego, it really does nothing for his emotions because you're truly making his life harder because you're not really playing your role. However, you're making it easy so when this relationship fizzles out, he already has you, so he has to do absolutely no work at all. Number 7, competitive with other women. It's gonna get a little salacious because I think I'm gonna make a video about the different type of side chicks and the different type of hoes. Since this is something that everybody likes to talk about, it will not only appease the algorithm, but it'll help open up some conversations because all are not created equal. All are wrong and come from a deep-seated place that we will get into when I'm being more psychoanalytical. But when you're competitive with other women, for some men, this is a plus because he has you in the dynamic where you will never share information with that other woman because he's already told you, oh, she don't cook, she don't clean, she's not affectionate, she's not a good mother, or just these, she doesn't listen, she's not cooperative. So now you will become everything he's telling you that this other woman isn't, and she may be. Oh, it's so much to talk about. And now you've placed yourself in direct competition with this woman that doesn't even know you exist. Or if she does know you exist, you're not a factor to her. And so the side chick will begin to build up a resentment towards this woman that she's placed herself in competition with. And the only way that'll feed that man is, like I said, is because it put a boundary, but he's going to notice that. And he's really going to peak that behavior because sooner or later, a woman that's competitive with other women will be a woman that becomes competitive with the man in her relationship. Number 8, a lack of self-respect. Number 9, he can't trust you. He cannot fully trust you. Even if a man makes you his girlfriend after you played his side chick or he marries you, there's going to always be something in the side of his mind, in the back of his mind, or even in the front that you going to do the same thing to him because you've proven to him that you're a cheater. Even if you're single, you have still proven to him that you lack all of these things. So just because he promotes you does not mean that he trusts you or that he truly takes you serious. Number 10, the delusion about importance. Now we know some men fall in love with their side chicks. Like they really, really do. Or some what they think is love or become lust driven. Like these situations happen. But when a woman believes just based off of the emotions of a man and based off of the verbiage of a man and just these other things that she's now so important, men name that which they honor. Not all the time, because some men will name you just to possess you and just to control you. But there's something about a side chick that believes that she has this grandiose deem importance, and just because a man would drop everything for her and leave and come running and do all of these things, she now believes she's so important. I know a man who has what I call a second girlfriend. He has multiple of them, but I call this one his second girlfriend because he will drop everything for her, disrespect the baby's mother to go, and like he will do things for this woman. But in his words and in his eyes, he say, I will never take her serious. I will never wife her. So just because a man is spending money on you, just because he's spending time with you, just because he's shunning the next female to be up under you and inside of you, does not mean that you're important. So with that being said, like, share, comment, and subscribe. and come back for my next videos. Also, tune in on tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time when I interview Moray Shea Michael on Survivor Scribe about the difference between modern day dating and biblical courting. Also, to support the platform, you could go ahead and donate to my Cash App, which is down below. It's Jacolia Gems, and my PayPal is PUT04 at SBCglobal.net. Thank you once again for coming back to my channel. Go ahead, share, like, comment, and subscribe. Talk to you later.